What's up, Homo sapiens? So today we're talking about natural bodybuilding and why I do not participate in this activity. The first reason is going to be diet. Now, to get down to the required 4 to 5% body fat to be competitive on a natural bodybuilding stage, honestly, it would probably take me half a year of hard dieting. And there would be diet breaks in there, there would be some refeeds, all this kind of stuff. But legitimately, to get down to 4 to 5% body fat as a natural is absurdly difficult. 10%, not that hard. 8%, a little bit harder. 6%, really hard. But 4 to 5%, your body is going to fight you the entire time. And right now, I'm starting out at maybe 17 to 18% body fat. So as you can see, there's not like a lot of definition in the arm because it's water. There's fat in there, and so it would take a long time to diet down to those kind of body fat levels. Additionally, what would happen after? That's what people don't think about. They only think about, oh, my goal, I want to be shredded, I want to be ripped, I want to be, 0% body fat, I want to be fucking dead, I want to be Ronnie Coleman, 0.333% body fat. And they don't think about what's going to happen after. They don't think about the rebound. They don't think about the consequences of what is going to happen hormonally by getting that lean. The body does not like being that lean. Most people are going to be happiest 12 to 18%. The majority of people are going to be in that range, and that's where they're going to be most anabolic. That's where you can gain muscle over a long period of time. You feel healthy, happy, comfortable. You're not thinking about food all the time. You're not hungry. You don't have a huge appetite, because 12 to 18% is where a man should be. Now, there might be some outliers that feel fine a little bit higher or a little bit lower, but the vast majority of men will not be, they're not going to feel good naturally under 10% body fat. A lot of people come to me and they say, Geoff, I want to be 6% body fat. No, you don't. Okay? Because if you had ever done that before, you would realize how much that sucks and how unsustainable that state of existence actually is. I was watching a YouTube video by Eric Helms, which actually sort of dissuaded me from actually participating in natural bodybuilding. This probably wasn't his intention. He's a professional natural bodybuilder. He's a doctor as well. But the process sounded absolutely horrible. He was talking about how he was under 2,000 calories and, he was like 8 or 9% body fat and he had to get leaner. You need to be just absolutely shredded to be competitive because leanness is absolutely prized. If you're a natural, you're never going to be big anyway. And thus, the state of the competition is that you need to be absolutely peeled to have any chance at winning one of these bigger shows. And so he realized this, and he had to drop his calories more and more and more, and do more and more and more cardio. And by the time of the show, he was on like under 1,500 calories. His fat intake was like 40 grams per day. His carbs were like 100 to 150, maybe even lower. And it was basically just a pure protein diet with a lot of weight training, with a lot of cardio. And, after the show, he talked about his rebound. And a lot of people rebound way, 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 way higher than they were originally. So maybe, they were 15 or 18% body fat originally. They felt good. They looked good. They felt strong, like they had a lot of energy. They peeled down to like 4 to 5% body fat. And then after the show, they eat and eat and eat and eat. And they can't stop eating. No matter how much food they eat, they are still hungry. And I've experienced this after I went down to like about 8 to 9% body fat. My appetite was way higher. I could have a dinner and then have another dinner an hour later. And I was just never really full. This must be just absolutely amplified at a leaner body fat percentage. If you go down to 4 to 5%, your body is like, what the hell are you doing? It literally thinks that you are dying. It's been giving you the hunger signals for weeks and months, and you've ignored them, and you are just eating less and less. And then after the show, all that energy and all that motivation is just released. And you go shooting up to far past 20% body fat. A lot of these guys go up to like 25 or 30% body fat. They go from maybe being 160 or 170 pounds on stage to like 230, 240, 250, just way, way past. And they're not gaining muscle, okay? They're just packing on the fat because they are in a place that is primed to store fat. So for me, I'm happy being 16, 17, 8% body fat. I look good, I think. Everyone thinks they look good. I feel good, I feel healthy, I feel strong. I don't feel like I'm obsessed with food. I don't feel like my appetite is going crazy. I don't get any kind of like sickness. I haven't been sick in years, really. At least months. I don't even remember the last time I was sick. Whereas when I'm very lean, I'll get cold more easily, I'll get sick more easily, I'll get joint pain more easily, I'll be a whole lot weaker. I think my 10 rep max on deadlifts, 180 kilos, when I was dieted down, I could do it for not even 1 rep. So my 10 rep max turned into not even 1 rep. And that's just what happens when you get that lean as a natural. Your strength goes to shit. And I don't want that to happen, so I don't really want to diet for a show. Second, it is subjective. Natural bodybuilding, it doesn't have a set standard. Yes, symmetry, proportion, leanness, size, etc., but it's still subjective. It's still a few judges judging you on your body. It's not like powerlifting where it's fairly clear if you lift the weight or not. Okay, some squats are a little bit high, but generally speaking, it is a lot more objective and not subjective. I don't really want to compete in a sport where someone is like, no, I like how he looks more. That just seems like not even a sport. It's just really a beauty pageant. And I realize I just pissed some people off, but that's sort of the truth. Third, I don't think I would be competitive anyway. I know it's subjective, as I just said, but I don't think I really have the physique that would be competitive on a natural bodybuilding stage. I look better than the average person, bigger than the average person, but still, on a natural bodybuilding show, I just don't think I would be that competitive. And for me personally, if I'm not competitive, why do something? Why diet for months and months and months to place 14th? I mean, what's the point? Fourth, a lot of these shows aren't fully natural. You can be on steroids 10 or 11 months per year, stop right before the show, take some diuretics or masking compounds or whatever the fuck they take, and then test negative. So you're not on steroids, you're natural. Well, maybe not. And steroids make such a big difference that I don't think I would want to take part in a competition that might not be 100% fair. Yes, there are some polygraph tests which are probably 100% natural, but there are also other shows, and polygraphs can be beaten as well. So honestly, not for me. Finally, I think it's kind of an awkward activity in the first place. Like, you're on stage in a thong, flexing your muscles in front of everyone, like clenching your butt cheeks, and everyone is like, oh wow, that's amazing. And
yeah, glutes are nasty.
And like, you're just standing there basically naked, and then people are judging you, like actual judges judging you, and everyone like, oh, look at you, wow, your butt cheeks look great.
Nasty.
Wow, look at you, that glute maximus is really really turning me on, bro. I don't know, it just seems weird and not really for me. So I'm not discounting those who actually take part in natural bodybuilding. It's just not really for me for all of those reasons. If you want to partake in it, that is cool. I am still a fan of bodybuilding and natural bodybuilding. I think it's cool. I think it is admirable what these people do. It's just not really for me. And I think a lot of people, they should really consider whether they want to fully partake in the sport, because it does take a lot of commitment, drive, and discipline. Alright, that is all for this video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are not already, turn on those juicy notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!
Nasty.